Hello everyone, it's this week's Stocks episode. I'm Jam,
I'm Cons.
and we are two bros interested in finance. So, as it is stocks, I'm giving you the lead. Start, and I'll comment as always.
Yeah, let's go. We always start with GetQuin, right? Our performance.
Yeah.
And yes, let's just start with my performance year to date. I'm up 53%. Your stock picks are up 36%. Still doing very well in those hard, I guess, hard last week. And
Oh yeah.
aggregated, we're still up 45% year to date, or since we started in early March this year.
You had a
And
really nice comeback.
yeah, to be fair, yeah, a really good
Yeah, you had
comeback.
a really nice
Uh,
comeback. I think
but
AMD saved you there.
yeah, no, 100%. Top performer,
Mm.
150% in plus right now. So obviously, still the top performer. But yeah, as we go, Google, both our stocks, right? Quick updates, 62% in the plus. ASML still 40% in the plus. And also for you, Bank of America, we don't mention it a lot, 26% in the plus, also really good buy. Netflix 22% and Amazon 20%. And
And to be fair, in that Bank of America, once you said it, I wanna mention something quickly. Bank of
mhm,
America, that's you said 26% in plus, right?
yeah,
In my personal portfolio, I think when we were doing this GetQueen portfolio, I think the price was already up. Right now, it's like around year-to-date performance of Bank of America, but in my personal portfolio, I'm 55% in plus. So
oh
yeah,
yeah, god
like
damn, okay, even better entry
yeah,
point,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
similar
yeah, yeah. I think the
to
entry point in there was a bit low, but still doing well, like beating the market by
yeah,
two folds. That's amazing.
yeah. No, that's it is beautiful. And also Netflix, right? Also, so
Hmm.
gotta give you credit. You got all your stock picks in the green towards the end of
Yeah.
the year, right? We're in the middle of November now, so let's just appreciate that. Beautiful performance and everything above 20% with Amazon's giving literally at 20%. So yeah,
Mm.
very beautiful. And yeah, my stocks pretty much the same except Novo Nordisk and Evolution are hitting hard, especially Novo Nordisk. I'm going to talk about it in a second because they had the earnings, which were okay, but yeah, not the best by this year. So definitely, yeah, thank God AMD is canceling it out, man. That's what I'm just saying, you know. But you can have this. It's fine. It's totally fine for me at least to have a stock in the minus. It happens, and we'll keep investing in it. So I would start with just the first news of the week, actually quite recent news, and that's Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett bought Google stock. Wow, wow, wow. Like crazy, crazy guy. I love Warren Buffett. Obviously, for me, he's one of the icons in the investing world, and I think for everyone a little bit, of course, because 20% average return for 60 or so years, that's really impressive, and to stay so like in the stock market, right? Like at his age, I think he's 95 now, right? And this is
Like
ridiculous.
he's seen the WW like internet bubble.
Yeah, yeah, he went through he went
He's
through
seen the
everything.
dot-com bubble. He's seen everything, everything.
I believe he, as far as I know, when he bought his first stock, that was in the 40s in the US, right? So during
Oh.
World War II crash, he bought the stock when the US entered the World War II, and yeah, so he went through everything, obviously. But yeah, great investor. I was really surprised he bought into Google stock. For me, Google stock was a great buy 6 months ago. Um, when we took a look at the fundamentals, especially for Warren Buffett, who's like a low PE ratio king. He loves these low PE ratio companies and always bought them at low PE ratios, such as Apple, Coca Cola, Amazon, and so forth. But yeah, he bought the Google, and obviously gives me a lot of confidence. I'm not saying Warren Buffett is great investing at everything, obviously, but I think it adds a little bit to it, right? That Google might still perform next year, and I'm really confident. I'm gonna check. It's on my list for 2026 already, so Google is gonna stay in my GetQuin portfolio. And yeah, what's your opinion on Warren Buffett buying in some cheeky Google?
I mean, we always had trust in Google. That's why we bought it in our personal portfolios, and also we put it in the GetQuin portfolio. And Warren Buffett buying Google, it just is giving more and more confidence. He did the right thing. He should have listened to us in the first place. He did the
Why
right
doesn't he
thing.
watch us, man?
Yeah, does it like come on,
Like,
like who else is better than us? Okay, that was very egotistical. Let's not say that again. But I think like him buying it gives me more confidence on Google. Like I mentioned this before. I was losing my confidence in Google, and you kept me alive for most of the time. But right now, Google is doing very well, and Warren Buffett is buying it. He's most of the time right. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
yeah, no, I 100% agree. And yeah, it's gonna be really interesting now. I think it's gonna give a little bit of a short-term boost for the stock. Probably we're gonna see
Most
this,
likely, yeah.
and yeah, it's Google. I'm not willing to sell it. I'm gonna hold it. It's up beautifully in it's both our stock picks as well. So I think that just gives me more confidence. And yeah, I love how people love Google now so much. Especially, I don't know if you go around the YouTube scene or where you watch your YouTube or where you get your news, but I feel like the sentiment has completely turned around for Google. People hated on it a year ago. Oh, it's gonna die. ChatGPT is gonna kill it. Nobody wants this stock. What is this? And now they begging for it at 250 US dollars, or 270 US dollars. So
Yeah,
that's crazy for me, and I love it obviously. And yeah, let's keep it up, I guess. Do you have
let's keep it up.
anything else to add?
I don't. I think just Google is just beautiful. Warren Buffett buying it is beautiful. So yeah, that's about it. I don't have much to say, to be fair.
Good, good. Then let's move on to the next topic. That would be the black sheep of the portfolio, Novo Nordisk. They had earnings, right? Not last week, but the week before, where we didn't do a video on it. I just want to quickly go over it. Yeah, from my perspective, they did actually beat earnings, but the growth rate of certain medications was reduced again. We had a cheeky sell-off again. It was trading under 40 euros per share, and actually, I don't. Maybe I haven't told you yet, but I actually bought another DC8, so another small position in Novo Nordisk at the recent low. And yeah, so for me, the earnings were technically all right. They still have double-digit growth. I think they project between 8% and 13% revenue growth still. And I'm really confident. They wanted to take over another company called Monsanto, but they actually lost a bit to Pfizer, which is interesting. And Pfizer, Novo Nordisk, a little bit competitiveness. And yeah, what else can I say, man? I've said everything before. I really value from Novo Nordisk is continuous revenue growth, dividend growth, amazing company trading at a historic low PE ratio. And yeah, I mean, everybody who owns or wanna own Novo Nordisk knows why they wanna buy it or buying it. And I think right now it's very attractive. And yeah, I got nothing else to add.
I always say this about Novo Nordisk. Like, I think there are better companies and the drugs that Novo Nordisk is doing. Like, I mean, we are turning into parrots in terms of Novo Nordisk, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
I am I am still going to say what I have to say, and what I have to say is I think, yeah, like in the long term, as I always say, Novo Nordisk, beautiful company. I don't think that like nobody's going to be hurt in terms of that, but at the same time, the drugs that they're producing in a medical part of view, because like I'm studying medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be a doctor in less than a couple of months. I'm finally getting my diploma. And like
Yeah.
on a medical, yeah, finally. On a medical point of view, they just don't seem that trustworthy, and that scares me in terms of that. But let's see. I think in terms of financial point of view, there are better pharmaceutical companies. But yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I can say about
Yeah,
it, to
it's
be fair.
always we've talked about it privately, right? AstraZeneca,
Hmm.
Pfizer, Eli Lilly.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
again, I feel like, of course, you can have a different. Maybe AstraZeneca is a better choice, right, on the European continent,
Hmm.
but maybe Eli Lilly is a better choice from America, right? Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but of course, you
yeah.
compare these companies, then at what level they trade, what growth rate they have, and what type of medications they have. Because on a side, on a like a side show, they always have different medications, right, for different purposes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's a tough choice. The pharmaceutical thing is always very questionable. It's not my favorite, honestly, because
Very.
they have been underperforming. So in my portfolio as well. So it's, yeah, it's tough, but I trust the process. I believe the company is great. I'm gonna DCA or continue to DCA as I fit, as I feel it's suitable as a position size. But yeah, by the way, it's still a stock for next year for me as well. I
Mhm.
put it on the list. I'm hoping for it. So let's see. But yeah, that's all I can say. I believe in the company long term, and that's what it will be, 10 years plus, hopefully. And
Yeah,
yeah.
most likely. Yeah,
So, I would move on to the next topic if you have nothing else to add.
go for it.
And that would be our beloved Disney. Disney, Walt Disney. I know you love it so much. I know it's your favorite stock out there. And you can't wait to buy it. Now, jokes aside, they had their earnings and they had terrible market reaction. Actually, I think the stock was down
I wonder
12%.
why. I
uh,
wonder why.
well, honestly, I don't really know. But yeah, they just, I think it just tumbled. But honestly, I think the earnings were fine for Disney kind of earnings. I think they were really okay. They beat actually the EPS. I think they were really just below the revenue forecast, nothing huge to mention. And I think just a natural sell off happened. But yeah, in general, I think Disney is seeing a good turnaround. Is also a long term holding for me personally. It's not the largest position, but then again, I think it's such a brand, in our lifestyle, in Western lifestyle, that everybody knows what Walt Disney is. So yeah, that's my opinion on this.
Um, in terms of Disney, right? What I'm saying, the same mindset about what I say about Novo Nordisk. I would, in any day, I would prefer Netflix because I
Mm-hmm.
think they are a better provider. Um, That's why I wouldn't buy Disney. But people can come with the argument of, okay, Disney is not only about Disney Plus. Disney is also about the parks. Disney is also about all the original films that they have, like all the characters that they hold. They're all copyrighted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like people can do that, but at the same time, their main competitor is again Netflix. No
Mm.
matter what, I think the main competitor is Netflix, and Netflix is doing a phenomenal job.
I don't
They are
honestly.
trying to introduce live broadcasting with NFL, with UFC, other live broadcastings, and I think Netflix is even going to, like, it already did, but it's going to replace television in a way that I think we are just going to watch live things in the next maybe 5 to 10 years, and we will be just like scrolling through the channels on Netflix. Do you know what I mean? Like 20
Mm-hmm.
years ago,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we used to do for TV.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
And on the other side, why I don't like Disney on a personal level is that they really messed up Star Wars, and I am never going to I
They
am
sure
never
did this,
going to.
honestly. They really fucked up.
Like I was such a big Star Wars fan, and they messed up Star Wars so much that I am never going to forgive them for that. And
uh,
like yeah, but it wasn't difficult to just like keep it going how George Lucas was doing. But this kind of gives on like jokes aside, this kind of gives what Netflix can do, and I think Netflix is very prone to mess up things, which really scares me. And also on a more serious point, I think Netflix is very, very, very better.
Yeah, no, I agree with you honestly on most parts. I think Walt Disney obviously has different segments, like the parks that Netflix doesn't have. It also has now the cruise ships, which is really interesting because I think cruise
Ah,
ships
yeah, yeah, yeah,
are
yeah.
one of the best money makers out there. It's crazy how some of the cruise ships stocks, maybe we'll talk about
And
it
you would be
once.
surprised. Actually, you're just saying they just started, but they have been doing it for long years.
No, no, I
Cruise
think it's
ships.
yeah, I think it's like 1.5 or 2 years now it's been out.
No, no, way, way
Okay.
more than
Okay, okay. I thought it was
Disney.
a this Walt Disney themed cruise were introduced recently, but um, yeah. Either way, like you said with Netflix and the streaming, I think it's already at the point where Netflix has won the streaming war. Actually, um, I mean,
They have been doing it since 1998.
what the cruise lines? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Wow, that's crazy. I
Disney
actually
Magic.
didn't know that. Wow, okay. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, they have been doing it for a very long time, and I think the biggest competitor for them is Viking, the Norwegian firm. Like there's a Norwegian firm,
Yeah, it's
Viking.
for
They do a lot of cruise ships as well, tourism. That's the biggest competitor as far as I know. But Disney does it very, very, very better, very, very,
mm,
very better. Like I'm not a big fan of cruise ships, like personally.
mhm.
But I would wanna be on Disney cruise ship. I think it's just an experience, and
Yeah,
it's a beautiful experience.
yeah, probably. But yeah, I honestly in my mind that was very recently, so that's funny. I didn't expect that. But yeah, like how you said, the streaming wars are lost. You can mention the patents, for example, on all the Disney characters, which is interesting because
Yeah,
actually you say they have them, but they don't. They're running out of them, right? The older the pattern, they're
yeah,
actually gonna be released to the public, and they lose them as their thing. And obviously, I think the Walt Disney Company can come up with some new characters and make them like some new shit. I think Frozen was quite a nice thing that went quite viral with the kids, obviously.
yeah,
But yeah, when I look at Disney now and the financials in general or the overlook, I'm not too happy with this pick anymore. Of course, our mind, or at least my mind, changed a lot in the last 5 years of trading. I mean, it's a good position in my stock portfolio. It's in the plus. I think 25-30%. So I bought it at the actual bottom in recent years, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold it long term. It's not a huge position. It's not gonna change anything. It's in the plus right now, and yeah, in general, I'm just hoping for a breakout, and I'm probably gonna sell out and invest it more wisely. And yeah, that's my I don't know opinion about this company. You can definitely do better.
yeah,
I agree with this one, 100%. I think it's not the greatest investment to
yeah,
do these days. Good. Should we continue? I would love to go to the pain market, the market of pain. And they had some good earnings, which is funny because actually they had the best earnings out of my portfolio so far. I'm just gonna go and fly through them quite quickly. We've talked about them in the past, but they are not our main priority. I'm gonna start with Tencent Holdings. Tencent Holdings, my favorite company actually from China ever. This company is so fucking beautiful in my mind. And yeah, they had great earnings. They beat EPS, they beat revenue. They didn't really have a market reaction. I think Tencent is such a conservative or like slow grow. It's not slow growing, but I see it always like, oh, it's a ETF for me. You know, it's everywhere. Tencent is everywhere in the Chinese environment, right? And yeah, I just love it. They increase the earnings or beat the earnings, and they have beautiful outlooks still. It's just Tencent doing Tencent things. Yeah, what can I say? Do you have anything to add?
It's not only Tencent doing Tencent things, it's just China doing Chinese things.
Yeah, I mean, this year, China was really well, or really did really well. But I think you can see it. For example, if you look at Tencent Holdings and the financials, I think the last quarters you can see a beautiful recovery from the company. And yeah, I don't see a reason to hate on it. I like the financials. I like the company. They do all the gaming. Chinese gaming is a huge market.
Yeah.
Paradox Interactive is mostly held by Tencent. League of Legends,
They
Clash
just
of Clans,
Paradox
everything.
just came off with yeah. I mean, Riot is started as an American company, but
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as I know, Tencent bought
Holds it
it.
now. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
holding
And
it.
also Paradox is a huge company. They just came up with the new Europa Universalis. Europa
Yeah,
Universalis
yeah.
5 came out. And you know that I watch a lot of Twitch and Kick. I mean, I don't watch Twitch
Mm.
anymore. I always watch Kick nowadays because all the Turkish streamers started streaming on Kick. And many of the streamers got sponsorships for Europa
Yeah.
Universalis 5. So they are trying. Paradox is an amazing company. Hence, the Tencent is an amazing company in terms of that because they do a lot of things. And in my opinion, whenever I use their products, whenever I buy from them, it's just like it's never a letdown.
Mm.
It's always so good. You know that we are a bit nerdish in terms of that. We play a lot of Hearts of Iron. I mean,
Yeah.
we used to play. Now we don't play that much because we don't have much time. But if we were to have time, we would still like spend our life on a Hearts of Iron. Do you remember? We were just
Yeah.
like starting 8 p.m. and like we didn't even realize that sun was up.
Yeah.
Like it's that good, you know?
No, no, 100%. But Paradox is actually still a public share. You can still buy it. It's a stock. I think it's
Ah, I
Scandinavian.
didn't know that
Yeah,
actually.
but obviously Tencent holds, I think, 30%, so they have definitely director, say. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I
it's
just like
Swedish.
it.
Yeah.
They work, yeah, exactly, yeah, Swedish. They work really well, Tencent. I love their business model, and like you say, they're really trying to like get into the market. Getting those sponsorships, and they have the cash to do it. So that's just
Yeah.
always beautiful. The Chinese companies, that's why I really like China a year or even now still is they all these companies hold a shitload of cash, which is just ready for investment.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I really like this. And with Tencent, yeah, I've been holding this company for 3 years. I'm great in the green. I'm just probably never gonna sell it because I'm just collecting dividends and it keeps growing. So no reason to sell,
Yeah.
I
No,
guess.
100%.
I would move on if you
100%.
got nothing to add. Just quickly, Tencent Music, subsidiary of Tencent,
Yeah,
the
go for it. Go
stock.
for it.
The Spotify of Asia. I've said this a couple of times. We had some great earnings, and I love it's so typical for China or typical for this company at least. It's dropped, I think, 15% on the day. And they beat the EPS, they beat the revenue. They had a 20 plus year over year growth in revenue, 20% plus. And yeah, I think their forecast is really good. They're looking really healthy in the future. And again, it's like a under 20 PE ratio for companies, especially in China. Again, like with Tencent, it's also quite cheap, right? Because of the market risk. But again, like this company is just blowing me away. I think I bought this company at a price for €3 once at SIDC8, right? Of course, not my main holding is €3. That would be insane. Um, but now I'm still up like a solid 50-60%. It had seen better days, so it was up like nearly 100% a couple weeks ago. but this is Tencent music. It will recover. I can see. I'm still saying like this company can easily reach 30 US dollar next year. I don't see a reason why not. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really have anything else to add.
Okay.
You don't?
Perfect then.
Um,
No, I don't prefer.
okay. Yeah, otherwise, there's was not
Okay.
much else going on. Should we have a quick look at the next week's earnings, which I think they might be interesting, as
Yeah,
I
sure,
remember
sure.
I think at least Nvidia is coming for our ass.
Ay, ay, ay.
The internet. Ooh.
Yeah, Nvidia, Wednesday after market, after close.
Yes,
Oof,
I think
that's
that's
going to be an important one.
yeah, I think that's gonna be a big one. And I think on Tuesday I have Xiaomi, which is okay, a side note for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, gonna be really interesting, I think. And yeah, let's see what you expect for Nvidia.
Okay,
I mean,
perfect. We are
probably
gonna
gonna
be
beat, right?
following them. Yeah, yeah, most
As
likely. We are
always.
gonna be following them in. Yeah, yeah. If it, yeah, 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 it's gonna beat it. It's going to be fine, but the price is going to drop like 5%. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Now,
most
mark my words.
yeah, expectations or
Disgusting.
something else is set, then the expectation and the market instantly don't like it. But yeah,
Yeah,
let's see.
yeah. Okay,
All right.
it is what it is. If something really important happens in the earnings, we'll talk about it in next week's videos. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Grandma, Grandpa, you guys know the drill already. Catch you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.
Ciao, 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 guys.